Hello, guys. Good morning or good day, whatever part of the world that you are. Today, I'm going to go into the part two of how you kickstart your career. Like I said, it's a series. So today, I'm going to be looking at how do you get started? How do you get started? Because one of the things you need to do to get started your career is you need to find the right career. And I told you the last time we spoke that you need to start doing something that could also lead to you getting the right career that you need to follow. How do you find the right company that is suitable for the career that you want to build? And what kind of analysis do you need to do on your strength and on the career that you want to build and on the company you're able to find to be able to know if you should go ahead or not? We also want to talk about understanding your identity. Who are you? What are your personal strengths? What are your weaknesses? You want to understand that to be able to know what career to pursue. You also want to be able to know how to brand yourself. So those are the few topics I'm going to touch this morning. Personal branding. How do you build an online profile? That will get you started into, okay, this is what I need to do. When you begin to take those steps, you realize that you are beginning to build your career. So let's start from finding the right career. Your interest matters in finding the right career. You don't want to find a career that is not close to your interest. Even though you need to get something doing, you need to get something doing in an area where you'll be interested. For example, say you want to be a medical doctor and you went to the university and the course you're able to get admission for is biochemistry. That is close to what you're interested to do. If you come out as a biochemist and you work in the lab, you could actually upgrade yourself to become a doctor, or you could work as a biochemist and get fulfilled. But in another way, let's say you wanted to study medicine, and then you saw a course called Banking and Finance, and you pick up the course. It's very clear that in the future, by the time you are in Banking and Finance, you are not finding any means to cross back to what you want to do. You might find fulfillment, and you might not find fulfillment. There's a 50% chance that you might not find fulfillment. And so it's good that you get your career going in an area where you have interest, in an area where you think you can fulfill your dreams, right? So that's number one. Number two, you also need to look at what is, like I said the last time, what is trending. Don't go into a career because you so much love it, and in the future, you become stuck into a career and you're not really making ends meet. Whatever we do with our career, the ultimate goal is for you to be able to take care of yourself in the future. The time will come, you will grow old. You want to look back and be able to fall back on something. So you need to look at what career is going to continue to exist. I mean, a medical doctor will continue to exist forever, right? And they will always be there. But there are some career that has gone into extinct. Machine operators still exist today, but majority of those jobs has gone into extinct. We have AI-powered robots doing many of this work. So you don't want to go into a career that can become extinct or that can become very immaterial in the future. Everybody wants to be important. Everybody wants to be very celebrated. So you need to pick your career in such a way. Then another thing I think we should also consider when you are thinking about what right career you want to pick is pick a career that can become professional, where you can, if anything happens, things goes wrong, you can stand on your own. That's why the beauty of IT comes in. I mean, I'm an IT guy, like I said, this is going to be focusing on IT. When you're in an IT field, if there's a trouble with one job, you could easily get another job. Apart from that, you could as well start your own small establishment. It could be a security expert, you've gotten experience around security, then you could start something small and begin to run your own security firm and begin to work with those cyber cafes, those small businesses, one-man businesses. And before you know what is happening, after several years, maybe 2 or 3 years, you begin to get good contracts, and then you can pave your way and establish yourself. So I would say the third point is get a career that is professional, that is like handiwork. For someone who is doing medicine, for someone who is doing art, I mean, you are doing art, you are a front-end engineer, you are a designer for a company that do different kind of things. You could also start your company one day if things happen and it doesn't go the way you like. And then you start your own company in one way. And several people have started their own company in such a way. All right? So those are the 3 points I want to give around there. And that's what I did. I picked a career that is going to give me professional experience, that's going to make me to be able to stand on my own or be able to switch job as I like. Like I used to tell people, you will be able to switch job if you're in IT, and you could switch job as much as you want. Though I've advised, stay some years in a company and give your mean and contribute there and build proper project. All right. So number 2, I want to look at is finding a company suitable for you. Because you've been able to pick the career area you want to pursue, it's very important that you find a company that is suitable for you. I'll use myself as an example as well. When I was starting out my career, I got a job with it. I tried getting a job with a bank and also tried getting a job with a firm. And by the time the job came out, I had to go for the firm, an IT firm. Because I look into the future, what do I want to become? Do I want to go into the banking and become a banking officer? Or do I want to go into software development, IT, that I have passion for? So I decided to go into IT. And that actually shaped my life. Maybe I've been a banker, I've been very successful as well, but maybe I will not be fulfilled. And don't forget, satisfactory is what is important, not the success. Are you satisfied with what you're doing? That is a measure of success. So it's very important you find a company that aligns with that job that you have. And for you to do that, it's very easy. Make sure you go online. In those days, there's no information like internet. So you find it very hard. You have to talk to uncles, talk to brothers, talk to sisters. These days, you talk to internet. You find several companies. You could even kickstart your own. To kickstart your company, to find companies, the instructions are on the web. So you don't need any human being to come and guide you into what you need to do. I've got to the place where you need mentorship, right? That is correct. But you can kickstart this without anyone. All right? So that's how you find a company that is suitable for you. So for example, you want to go into security, cyber security, for example. You don't want to go and do that in a software firm that is just building software for small firm. You want to look towards the bank. You want to look towards those who are doing extensive data management, because they have very serious security, and then you pivot there. So that's how to ensure that you go in the right direction. If you need more information, you can reach out to me. We can discuss this further. Then another thing you need to do to get started, right, is to do some analysis about who you are. And for you to be able to do this, first, you need to know yourself. Who am I? There are many websites you can go to that talks about how you can, discover who you are. You could do 16personalities.com, where you look at what you share. What are my personalities? So when you get there, you'll be able to put in. You'll be able to know: am I a lion? Am I somebody who is very pragmatic? Am I somebody who is very detail oriented? Am I somebody who is in between? Am I somebody who is outgoing? All of this you need to understand. Some will come as strength, some will come as weaknesses. So when you understand your strength and you understand your weaknesses, you will be able to analyze your career properly. So it's very important to understand, what are my strengths? For example, someone who wants to do IT needs to be someone who likes logic, someone who likes to deal with complex situations. If you don't like dealing with complex situations, you might not be able to really go far in IT. You need to be someone who likes to deal with unknowns, new territories. All right? So those are the things you need to be able to do to get into that. So you need to get into your analyzing yourself. You could do a SWOT analysis, your strength, your weakness, the opportunities in the industry, and then the threat that could impact your career. Then you do a cross. It's your strengths here, your weakness here, the opportunities here, the threats to your career here. You'll be able to understand and list out what are the things that you have as characteristics That's your strength. What are the things that you have as characteristics? That's your weakness. You'll be able to, after you have been able to do your personality, review, you'll be able to list out that. And then you begin to map that to companies, because you will see SWOT analysis that people have done on companies, can be on careers, on career focused area, and then you can begin to match. Okay, where will I really fit and play very greatly in the future? You could predict how your future will look like when you do such an analysis. Another thing you need to do, like I said, which is the final one, is personal branding. If you understand all of this, then to take the step and come out of your shadows, you need to start branding yourself. And how do you brand yourself? Number one, you create your profiles on the internet. Your LinkedIn profile is very important. You create it. You have an email address. If possible, create a page for yourself on the internet where you could, put yourself and your picture, what you have done, what you have learned, the projects you have done in your university, or the little work that you have been doing. You can create a page, but that is not really required, because you can do that on your LinkedIn account. And LinkedIn gives you a page where you could describe all of this. And on LinkedIn, you could meet with different people. So part of building your brand is creating your LinkedIn account, making sure you have a proper working email, making sure you connect to people when you create your LinkedIn account. Connect to people as much as possible, particularly people who are in the area, who are working in the area where you want to pivot your career. It's very important. You connect to people. When you connect to people, you are able to, get contacts. You're able to get information that many will not be able to get, because you are talking to people directly. So when they have things, they will remember you. The number 4 you need to do is learn, acquire knowledge. You cannot create a brand out of nothing. You need to acquire knowledge. When I finished from the university, then in Nigeria, I realized that I didn't know so much about where I want to get to. And in Nigeria, we need to do NYSC, National Youth Service Corps. And it's going to be in 8 months. When I look at the calendar, I was finishing on January, and it's going to be in August. So many of my colleagues, many of my mates went and started getting jobs and started working and making money for themselves. But I asked myself, what do I know? Not so much. I want to be a very good developer. So what do? I met with a mentor who gave me the books I need. There was not so much internet then. Gave me the book I need. I got a laptop, a desktop computer. Did some installation of IIS and all of that. And I began to learn. And in that period, I learned how to code in classic ASP by myself. And I can tell you, my first job was in classic ASP, what I learned for those 8 months. So you need to build knowledge. It's very important. Companies are not looking at certificates that you are bringing. It's very important that you have a certificate, but they are looking at what you have in your brain. Build knowledge. That is the last thing I'm going to mention about how do you get your career started. Don't try to start a career when you don't have knowledge. So start by building knowledge. While you are in the university, build knowledge. Do internship. When you're out of university, if you know that you don't have the required knowledge to be able to go out there, start maybe with a 2 months course, 3 months course. Build knowledge. It's very important. I did build knowledge, and that knowledge that I built pivoted me for where I am today. You need to build knowledge. It's very important. Very important. I have asked friends who read English language, who read finance, banking and finance, financing, accounting, Yoruba, who are programmers today. But why? They built knowledge. I have guys who read computer science who today are struggling. They are not even able to make ends meet. Why? They didn't build knowledge. You just need to build knowledge. And once you build knowledge, it will go a long way in helping you to go far in your career. So that's what I have for us this morning. Like I said, I will have to summarize. Number 1, find the right career. Number 2, find the right companies that is matching for your career. Don't say, I want to be a programmer, and then you go and start working in a brewery where they don't even do IT. All of the IT are contracted out. You're not going to learn anything. Understand your personality, your personal strengths. your weaknesses. You can check online, www.16personalities.com. You will be able to understand your personality. There are many personality checks or verification, portals online. Just check personality checks and you will see many, and you can do a lot of analysis check on yourself. Then do SWOT analysis between your personality and the career and the company. SWOT means strength, weakness, opportunities, and threats. SWOT. Do some analysis around yourself. Even by the time you do all of this, you are already getting prepared for the company that you are going to work. Personally brand yourself. Number 5, you need to brand yourself. And for you to brand yourself, number 6, you must have knowledge. So read and read and read, not just books. Read online materials. Do online courses on Udemy, on several online places. Do courses. And as you do all of this, then you get to where you're getting to. You get your career started and you begin to do well. Thank you. Please share this video so that others could also see this. And this will help Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, even Snapchat, TikTok, to recommend this and begin to show it to many people. And then this video can go viral. So share it. Help us by sharing this video. It's very important. And don't just share. Follow us so that anytime we release a new video, you will be able to pick it up. Thank you.